Yeah, market's kind of having that bad day type thing. A little bit, a little bit. What is happening? Let's see if we can get a screen share up and running. If you guys can hear me, just type a quick one. I just want to make sure my mic is set up today. All right, we got you. We got you. All right. Ooh, guys all piling in. BEA, beautiful. Let me get my other screen rolling. We got Tony, Elon. Get new screen share. CPI. When's that supposed to come out again? Was that today? Is that what's happening today? I don't know. PPI, CPI. I don't know. But what I do know is there's three letters that just took an enormous amount of wealth out of the markets. Matt says, should I buy some calls? Not until you change your chat pane from host and panelists over to everyone, then we could discuss it for sure. But until that moment, no. We got Richard in YouTube land. We got Ernesto, Jacob JJTV. We got Johnny 1. Don't be confused with Johnny 2. We got Albert. Good morning, Alex. Elon, Andrew. We got Bill in the house, ladies and gentlemen. We got Brandon. We got Brian. We got Brian number 2, but this one's with the Y, so it's a little bit different. Don't get them confused either. We got Chris, Christopher, Craig. We got C. Stanley. We got Dallas, Daniel, David, Doug, KK, Ernesto, Fayaz, Gina's in the house, GW, Hector, Jay, Jenny, Jill, Joe, Joel, John, Jose, JT. I feel like I want to add like 5 more J names, but I can't think of them. We got Carrie in the house. Good morning, Kevin, Kyle, Liza's with us. We got Lucian, Marcus, Matt R. Michael Holt is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We got Patrick Pontran, Rich, Rick, Rock, Sky, Steven, Sylvan, Tanya, Tony, Trey, Victor, Will. Ooh, I'm going to time myself next time. We got Woodshed, Mr. Williams in the house. We got Yasser and Yo Vars. We got you guys piling in, but I can only go through that list once. So if you came a little bit late, that's okay. If you want your shout outs, make sure you're on time tomorrow. This is how we roll. So yes, we've got some crazy things happening in the markets. Elon says, is there even a point to watch the market? No, you can just go bearish and go shopping. That's pretty much it. Just go bearish. Let's flip it over to a daily chart, which is going long. I feel you. I took a shot on some calls. I took a shot on some calls for sure. Not many. Again, did not finance the house just to get those calls. Because nobody knows anything with PPI. I still think we're at a spot where this 350 is roughly about, if we were to do a fib from COVID lows to COVID highs, we're about a 50% retrace. So we're getting into an area that maybe could start to hold potentially, realistically. But it looks gross. It looks pretty gross out there. Here's our weekly chart. You know, it's bad when we get a weekly. For anybody that's taking the 90-day Mentor Group program, we talked a lot about VPOC yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, we got nothing holding us up. Nothing. Besides maybe a Fibonacci. If Fibonacci's correct, that's great. Otherwise, the next stop, and again, I don't know about today because this is a weekly chart that we pulled up. So who knows? But next target for me on SPY comes down to about 327.86. That might put us a little closer to a 618 bounce. I don't really see a reason, zero volume, zero real level of interest at these levels for why anything would hold up here. So keep that on the chart, 327.86. Do I hold your puts? You can sell them to me if you want. I'll take them. I'll take those puts. So obviously everything comes down to, that's a good question, Matt. Do I hold my puts? Everything comes down to risk reward, right? So if you need the cash, depending on how you're doing for the rest of the year, how you're doing for the week, if you want to sell a couple of them, if you want to hold, I would try to hold as long as possible. but I do understand taking profit. There's once you take profit, you can't lose. I don't know what puts you have. I don't know what expiration you have, but I also don't see a reason why you wouldn't want to hold those puts. Like if they expire tomorrow, find a spot to sell. There's nothing. We're in a zone right now. We've got nothing holding this up. VIX is still at 33, so odd. We need it to get to 40 soon. Yeah, I think that will be right around the corner. Which says I lost an R on NQ long this morning. I tried it again. Stop. Tried it at 10.545. Stop at 10.495. Moving my stop up aggressively on 3-minute pivots. This is a catastrophic gap for sure. Yep. And this is a weekly chart, right? So yes, we're gapping down. This is not a retest gap. This is going to be, once this candle fills in, it's going to be down. Like this candle. That's continuing, right? Daily chart we'll look from yesterday. So we do have a little bit of potentially retest. Who in this gap though is not losing money? Just the bears. That's it. And like I said, why would you? I mean, why? Besides maybe that Fibonacci at the around that 350 zone, maybe we get a little selling to 346. We get some kind of take profit balance, something like that. I don't see it. I don't see it. Disney has a gap and go. Let's check out Disney real quick. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to take a stab at this one actually because I don't want to promise it, but for the 6 stocks that we look at every day for the 10 EMA, I'm going to guess that they're all qualifying. So we'll be able to run through all of those. It should be a fun day. We should get a good one out there. We got Ted in the house. What's up, Ted? I don't know. I think Disney might need some of that fairy tale magic that they got to bring this one back right now. The only thing, watch out for 91.32. That's the only thing that I really see could give us that last bit of support. Anything on Disney under 91.32, you better hope that there's somebody to kiss that princess to bring her back to life, because otherwise this thing is just gonna train wreck with zero. I mean, easily, probably. I'm looking. So in the afternoon room, $85 was where I was interested. I don't see why we can't get to 85. Depending on where the market runs to, could we get to? We were saying 60 to 85 is where I start to buy. $60 where I would like to buy, and $45 is where I like to load the boats. So all of those, I think, in a long-term value investing perspective, I think are all decent, good prices. Where I wouldn't mind holding Disney, but yeah, doesn't look good. One little level that could hold us up. We're legitimately about 70 cents away from that, and at 60 cents away, something like that. So we'll see. Delta was actually weirdly holding. Oddly enough, Delta was holding. I don't know. I'm confused too. Delta, if you want to try to get something that looks different than the market, that would be Delta. Also, if you don't want to trade Delta, I get it. Tesla may have some good premium, bull put spread. Yeah, just be careful because everything's going to have some good premium today. Tesla 100% included. Oh, you're looking for tomorrow. Yeah, the $200 mark on Tesla, I think, is a nice whole number. I mean, will that break today or tomorrow? I don't know, but I would imagine that $200 number should be something that could give us some kind of a bounce spot. It's just a psychological number. We got Amazon gapping. We had VPOC move up one day. This is also gap and go. This is also clearing a whole bunch of pivots. Amazon looks like, see, it's still, Amazon's still getting caught in this range. That's the only thing I don't like on Amazon. 106.66 could cause us a little bit of a trouble. But realistically, That VPOC was retested already. That VPOC was retested already. All of those were retested already. This is where we should have held 109.99. We're already opening lower than that. This looks like, yes, it might bounce around a little bit. If you're going to get some puts on it, give it a little extra time just in case it just bounces around before it breaks. But that does look like it's breaking some key levels on that one. Domino's earnings were bad and they're gapping up. Have you tried the cheesy bread? If you've tried the cheesy bread and still have questions, then I'm confused. Let's see. Apple, big gap down. Again, we have that little bit of support. This is why, like, even though the markets look pretty horrible, and I think we do end up tanking, could we get a little bit of a bounce? Right now, so far, I don't know if I want to play Apple short yet. I think I almost rather play Amazon short. And we could wait, even though everything qualifies, doesn't mean we have to jump in. Nvidia, we could jump in. I mean, Nvidia is now my new favorite short for the day. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Nvidia could see $80 price tag in the future. That would get us up into this pivot somewhere. We're gapping below this other previous pivot. That was almost the case for a double bottom. That's obviously cleared. There's zero volume in this zone. Let me go to a weekly real quick. Next target is $90 on Nvidia. That's a small little pivot. And then we could probably even see down to about $70. So about $71 on Nvidia. Not peachy. Not peachy at all. We've got AMD. AMD looks a little bit different than Nvidia. Obviously, if Nvidia comes down, I expect AMD to kind of roll with it, but you do have some decent volume areas to hold it up. So I do like Nvidia shorter to go short over AMD at this point. The next level, if we start to break, we might have been a little tight range. This is 52.37 and then 49.55. Let's go back to a daily chart on this one. And we're coming into a little bit of potential support, but I mean, Nvidia looks like it's just about to get absolutely rocked, as if it hasn't already. But more pain, more pain. Tesla. So Lucia wants to do some bull put spreads on the tests. Again, we are gapping down. We have a little bit of support on this one still holding us up. That's 208.63. I think I set the alarm probably a couple weeks ago. Watch out for maybe a slight little bounce. I mean, it's only one little key area, but our last stance on this one is about 208.31. So we're not going to want to see that breakdown if you are bullish. Past that point, the zone becomes 199.02. So yeah, if you're selling that bull put spread, you should be good. I would imagine we should get some kind of a bounce prior to that. Would it seem possible a few weeks ago, but now it seemed possible the first time they did a split to me, because it was still overvalued then. Let's go out to a weekly real quick on Tesla. Apple at 80. We'll check that out. Yeah, here's a weekly. We are, besides this one last level that we're kind of hanging in, again, this is some kind of last ditch effort, I think, on the bulls. If they're going to try to save it, this has to be it. But even that, somewhere around this 230 zone becomes massive resistance. The next volume really comes in at 150. So we can see Tesla at 150, probably holding a little bit better at 139. Kind of looks a little bit of a inverse head and shoulders. This also looks like a pretty decent looking neckline to some extent. It looks like on a monthly chart, we broke that neckline as well. Maybe we could eventually retest and then come down, but it doesn't look good. I do think much lower levels on the test. Let me take a look at Apple real quick. Apple at 80. Yeah, the only thing with Apple, so yeah, we can see 80. I mean, we can see anything at this point. We can see 80. The only thing is there is still a lot more volume areas. It's not going to be, I don't think Apple will have the smooth sailing that maybe Nvidia gets into 80. Apple has some other volume areas where we could definitely break. I mean, the key level here is 112. We're not even close to that yet. Right after 112, there's nothing really supporting this thing until maybe 77.99. But it seems like we all know it is doom and gloom for the whole market, but we don't want to accept it. Yeah, I think that's fair. Honestly, I think that's fair. Richard said, I'm buying Tesla for the long term. Just be careful. I have no problem buying anything for the long term, as long as I like the company, which I do. But this is a market that valuation matters, right? Tesla's PE, which I will give them. I think they have built kind of their own moat, even though there's other electric car companies. They do a lot more. Even if you want to say they're more of a technology company than a car company, fair. You could convince me easily of that. But right now, if you're to invest in Tesla today, for the actual earnings to match around where your price is, it's about a 30-year wait. So it is very, very, it is up there. It is some low-hanging fruit for the bears, especially when the entire market comes down. So again, I don't mind owning Tesla. I love Tesla. Tesla's an outstanding company. I like Elon. I mean, he almost even got me to like the Dogecoin. So, you know, I gotta like the efforts. I think he just sold a fragrance and he made $1 million just pushing out a fragrance that he doesn't even have yet. I think he's pushing it out in like 2023. So just some crazy things. But when long-term investing, your entry price is the most important. If you're doing a real estate deal, you're buying a house, you want the best area, the best value, so that over the coming years, you're making bigger returns. To figure out what was there was another company in the chat pane. What do you do now on AMD and Nvidia? Buy puts December. Yeah, buy especially Nvidia. But yeah, I'd buy some puts. Maybe we can get a green candle at open. It doesn't look good. So maybe at this point again, because the market's down, buy a couple puts. If the market bounces, give yourself some time. December might be okay. You could even go out a little further on some of them. Matt says, did I say 77 on what? Apple? Apple could hit 77, but it's got a lot of volume in the way to hold it up. Hopefully enough. Darian's in the house. What's up, Darian? Hopefully enough volume to weather the storm and we don't actually break that volume. Lucian is spot on. MSNBC will be talking soft landing next week. Yeah. Can somebody please define what a soft landing is? Because it doesn't feel like we're landing very softly right now, to be honest. To be honest, it does not feel like that. If this is the soft landing, I don't want to see what the hard landing looks like. I mean, there's blood all over the floor. They got what is the hard landing? Danny says, back in the game. I love it. Welcome back. Got famous last words. Don't worry, we have a plan. Yeah, but I would like for them to tell me what that plan is, because right now their plan's not working. Right now, you still have CPI jumping. We're still missing We've already increased rates a lot. The market is freaking out. It's absolutely freaking out because they do not want more rate hikes right now. Right? This is a Fed-induced inflationary period. The only advantage we have as investors for right now is that we understand the Fed is looking to absolutely poop on the economy. And we know that. And I think Lucian's 100% right. We are still trying to make cases of like, okay, maybe it could get saved here. Where can I invest money right now that we're going to be able to see some kind of a yield? I mean, everything they're working on, but this is a 10-year. This is trying to reverse 10 years worth of low rates after the 2008 crash. We should have started sooner. We should have eased into it. We didn't. COVID hits. Now they're panicked. Honestly, I think they're panicked. Look at the Q. I mean, the Qs, zero volume on the Qs right now. This is a weekly, zero volume until about 2:15. That's still a long way to go. We've got a massive way to go. And yeah, honestly, we're trying to look. We're trying to find some spots to reverse. Maybe we get held up. And at this point, honestly, we can make. When you're dealing with CPI, technicals don't matter. Honestly, technicals don't matter. And if I hear one more person come out and go, "This is not a recession," well, then somebody please tell me what a recession is, because I'm confused. It's a Ponzi scheme. The only person making money right now is Pelosi. I mean, have Pelosi make me. I'll give her all my money. She can manage it. She's killing it. Better than some of the best investors. Well, there's a tangent. But yeah, Qs look extremely weak. All of Congress is making money, and they still get a month vacation. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they need to see. But at this point, I hope they go crazy on the rate hikes. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Rip the Band-Aids off. That's it. Just if you need to get to 5%, then just push it to 5%. If you're planning on wrecking the economy, do it real quick. It would hurt less later. Dr. Falco mentioned several times that CPI is a scam. It is a scam. Yeah, it's delayed data. But that's the only data that the Fed has to go off of. Even all of the rate hikes that the Fed puts in, it takes time. Like it's not a quick fix. All of the rate hikes that come in that they go, okay, we're raising a point basis hike. It could be 6 months until we actually see the results of that in the economy. Right? And you're basing all of the information on archaic data and an archaic data system of how to collect that data, taking surveys of what the price is. And the Fed is just going to keep, I guarantee you they keep, I can 100% guarantee this happens, right? I don't know when, but it's going to happen. There's going to be a point that comes out, they go, okay, we might have over raised the rates. We were looking at the CPI numbers. We didn't realize it was going to take that big of, I guarantee you that they overdo it in the economy. Let's change the definition of CPI. They don't even know what the original definition of CPI is. You can just leave it the same. It's falling on deaf ears. They don't know. They think the C means candy, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, what other stocks do we got? We got pins. We want to look at Costco. Again, just about everything. I don't think Delta actually jumped out of the range from yesterday, in all honesty, but everything else looks like it does qualify. Probably goes lower. Question is, do we get any type of a pullback? And again, I don't want to go bullish anything today. Zero chance for me to go bullish. If things go bullish, I'm going to get up to the plate, hold that bat, wait for a good pitch, and we're going to go bearish. That's the only way I could possibly go today. Costco, let me flip it over to Hourly chart. It's going down, rinse and repeat. That's it. Yeah, Costco looks very weak. Again, this is what makes it tough for the yes, it looks weak. We do have a little bit of some kind of support, so I'm hoping we get that bullish bounce, and I hope I miss that entire bullish bounce. As soon as that thing bounces, Costco short would be good. It's very tough to take this short right at the open, in my opinion, just because we have some levels that I think a lot of people are now looking at and they're going, all right, maybe this is the spot. Maybe it is. Like it's not. It's not the spot. Meta. META. Yeah, Meta's underneath 123. Probably has a long way to go too. Let me pull up the weekly real quick on Meta. I don't see anything in Meta even for day trade basis, maybe in a longer term aspect. Again, maybe we have some kind of relief as we have some kind of volume coming in at 118. Realistically, all things considered, the next stop on, especially if the economy doesn't turn, they don't do anything, it's 75.60. Lucia says if you wait long enough, Maloney, you can be majority stockholder. Yep. You could go in and change the algos however you want to. I'm gonna look at Square. But we got 2 minutes left. SQ. This is another company that's probably gonna get absolutely destroyed, to be fair. You ready? Look at this. I even have a thing. Retest buy spot. I have no idea when I made that thing. Probably somewhere back here. That was my retest buy spot. I had to have put this line on my chart about a year ago. Maybe I'm the one causing the entire market to collapse. $46 would be my random retest buy spot right there. So maybe it comes down another $7 from here. Maybe it comes a lot lower. Maybe we see Square at $10. I don't think so. I don't think we see Square at 10, but I mean, who knows at this point. Airbnb got a little double bottom. That one looks like, again, this one's still kind of holding. This is on a weekly as well. We're still, even with the market just plummeting, we're still in an area where it's like, I don't know. But we have less than 1 minute left. YouTube, appreciate you guys joining me. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. Honestly, it will just keep me more sane. That's about it. So help keep me a little bit sane. It kind of works the same way as straight up medication, which I desperately need today. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Make sure also, if you did not subscribe, make sure you subscribe. This way, anytime we come out with new content, you guys will be the first ones. I'll make sure I'll write a note to YouTube to let them know you guys need the updates first. But anytime we have new content, you'll get a notification that we do. And if you guys have not already checked out reallifetrading.com, make sure you guys do so. We have all the free educations, beginner, intermediate, and advanced courses you guys can take full advantage of for a very short time of forever. They are free. You guys can check them out. 0 deposit down, 0 deposit later. It is for you guys. Otherwise, I will catch all of you guys later.